Hey Tammy, let's go over your paper. The first thing is that I'm guessing that this is your thesis, kind of your map, but you don't have much of an intro, and you're not persuading anything. You're just telling us what it is. So I don't see any persuasive element to this. I also don't see where you have used your sources. You have this one here, but like you have that in quotes, but you don't have that backed up. So I'm not sure if this is a title or if that's a quote, because you have it both in quotes and italics. And so I'm unsure what that is. And then I don't see any sources. You have this 17.10%, but you didn't back that up. And so this, in the way that you have, let's go back with your grammar here in a little bit, but I mean, the main thing is I'm coming through here and I don't see any sources, and it can't be a research paper without sources. So you have it here, you have the title, but the way that you have it is a little bit confusing. History of welfare, is this the title of an article or a book, and is this a quote from it? And then you have the Foundation 25. This would be capitalized, so let's go back down to this. I'm not seeing the foundation. I don't see that. So you put Foundation 25, but then I come down here and I don't see that. You come down here and this is incorrect too. It needs to be on a separate page. No bold. You have to have a hanging indent. You don't have everything that you're supposed to have in it. You need the hanging indent. All the font should be the same. You're close. It's just not all there. I don't see your personal interview, and so, but let's go back up to that where you put Foundation 25. But that's what I should be able to do, is I should be able to come down here. You have that in parentheses. That's telling me that's a source, and I come down there and it's not there. Space here. Go down here, comma, state comma, and then you don't put, not both, you don't need the italics here. You already have quotes here, so you wouldn't put quotes again. The period doesn't go here, it goes here. You have it here, but it doesn't go here. This is not capitalized. You have the welfare system, that's not capitalized either. This is good. No period here. No capitalized. And then you just put the last name and then the page number. And this paragraph is really short. I'm not quite sure what that is. And then, so the main thing is I'm seeing that all your sources are, if you're using them, they're not used correctly. And then we don't really have any organization to this. So when we come down here with the works cited, we've already addressed that. So I'm going to come back up. We're going to talk about the organization of it here. But if you look here, the minimum word count was 2,000 words, and this is 1,550, and that is including your works cited page. So that's going to be a couple hundred words. So the lack of an intro, and then the way that you have your topic sentences here is, you have this all as one sentence, so that makes it a run-on sentence. It makes it, right here. So right here would be a run-on sentence, and again with the confusing, I'm not sure what this quite is. So you would want to make sure that you're using complete sentences and you're not using run-on sentences. Capitalization here. Food stamps has also been an economic improvement, increasing the spending amounts at supermarket and grocery stores across the United States. That's a good sentence. So you have, it's not that every single sentence is here is bad, but it just makes it hard to follow here with everything that I've been saying. You need capitalization, and then this is not capitalized. So I think that, we've talked about your grammar a little bit, and I don't want to go through and nitpick everything, but when you write a research paper, you need to have that organization. So now I want to scroll through here and show you one right here. So we have her introduction is, you know, see how long it is, and she's got her whole introduction, and she's got, you know, sources, you know, former President Barack Obama stated, you know, page number 107, and then, you know, this author, quote, page number, you know, end quote, and then we get to our thesis paragraph, and so we've got a clear A, B, and a C in its own paragraph, and then we have the use of sources throughout all of it. You know, we have the titles and we have the authors. You know, we have quotes, we have paraphrasing, we have summarizing, we have the organization. So we come up here to our thesis paragraph, and it's, you know, tracking down people A, B, and C, and then her paragraphs correspond with that, meaning that each paragraph has that one focus. And if you go throughout all of it, she's got, you know, several sources throughout all of it, you know, the author and here, and you know, she's got the direct quotes, but you know, no italics here. Let's come down here some more, you know, sources, an article, it says, you know, quote, and then the title here, you know, more sources, and I want to get down to the works cited page and show you so that paper ends, and then new page, and then works cited, and then, you know, we have the hanging indent, it's spaced out, we have the date you accessed it, the personal interview, you know, the website, and you know, technically she wouldn't have had to have put all of that. You could stop right here. You could have just put townhall.com, but it's not incorrect. But this just kind of gives you an idea of what it should look like. I haven't heard from you. I've left you a lot of these videos trying to help you, and I fully understand that you work a lot and that this class is very hard and that this paper is very hard. But, you know, if you go by the rubric, this is not a research paper that would, you know, meet all of those requirements that are on that rubric. So go and look at that rubric, and watch it back over, and then ask me questions. I want you to be able to revise this enough to where you get a grade that you are happy with here, but that will take you, you know, communicating with me a little bit. So try not to be frustrated. I know you are, but I hope you understand, you know, the grading rubric and the requirements of the paper. So if you have questions, let me know, and I really hope I hear from you soon.